So we got 2 more of these pranayama classes and this month. And what I do want you to take away from these classes is the kind of the idea that breathing is, even though it comes natural to us, it's not all the same. So depending on the circumstances of your life and what you're going through, our breath affects our body. And I think we know this intuitively. You know, when we're upset, what's the first thing that goes is the breath. We start to breathe a little bit faster. You know, when we're scared, what's the first thing that happens? The breath kicks in. You know, we start to lose it and start to kind of feel the same when we're crying, when we're, you know, any type of big emotional reaction, the first thing that gets affected is our breath. So if we see it one direction, then with our pranayama and with the concepts of understanding how the breath works, we can bring it the other direction. So we can use the breath to calm the nervous system and the body in situations of difficulty. And if we practice it when we're not in a difficult situation, so if we practice it when we're just calm and relaxed and getting ready to do our yoga, then it becomes a natural pattern. So today we're going to practice Agnisada, which is, I don't know if we've done it in this class before. It's a movement of the abdomen while we hold the breath. So you know how we do our Kapalabhati, which we will do after Agnisada, but when we do our Kapalabhati, we exhale and push the breath in as we exhale out. In Agnisada, we don't breathe. We hold the breath. So it's a movement in, we hold the breath, and we're actually, I'll show you in a moment. And then we kind of pull in the belly, and then hold the breath in, and then move the belly. So it looks like that. And then we breathe out. So we do it for about 10, 15 pumps or movements of abdomen. And after we're done, we take a breath, we sit upright again, we kind of relax the shoulders, we shake it out a little bit, and then we go into the second round, and we'll do a total of 3 rounds. Then we'll do our Kapalabhati breath, but we're going to do it a little bit different today because we're going to do alternate nostrils as we do Kapalabhati, which is a little bit different. Okay, so let's get started. Move this for a little further back a little bit. So for our Agnisada, you can sit in whatever way it's comfortable. Oh, no, get that sun. Sorry, that was loud. Whatever way it's comfortable for you, make sure that your hips are open when we sit like this. You can also do this standing if you want to. Like, you allow yourself to kind of rise up and then pivot your hips back and your waist forward. So our hands are on our knees, our shoulders are really pulled back. So this is important, this setup, because if your shoulders are forward in this position, your belly is kind of, you know, hollow. There's nothing really going to be happening there. But if you roll the shoulders back and then lean forward into it, pull the shoulders back, now your arms are propping you up. So your arms are going to feel a little bit tired in this posture while we do the breathing. Then we take that inhale breath. We pull into the belly, deep inhale, pull into the belly. So our Uddiyana Bandha, this is the bandha right at the solar plexus, right in the center of, right below the sternum. So this Uddiyana Bandha, this is that breath pulling in tight, engaging, hollowing out. And then we hold the breath in and we move the abdomen. And exhale. Release. Come back to sitting upright. Relax the shoulders. Kind of shake it out a little bit. Shake out the arms. You can shake out the legs if that feels good. So we're going to try it again. If you felt like you weren't really doing much, it's probably because it's really hard to kind of target and isolate those deep inner abdominal muscles. So Agnisada is so good for trimming the belly, for our digestive system, so especially doing it first thing in the morning before we eat, helping our elimination system. So if you have any issues with constipation or loose stools, things like that, this is really, really good for that. Okay, so let's try it again. We're gonna do a total of 3. So hands on the knees, slightly lean forward, roll the shoulders back, kind of prop yourself with your arms. There should be no bend in the elbow, so arms should be straight. Really try to straighten your arms as you lean forward. Lean forward, good. And you can lift your hips up, Ruthie. If you lift your hips up, it might be easier for you. Okay, so once you're all set up here, Deep breath in. Get the Uddiyana Bandha, pull in there, so kind of hollow out the belly. And go ahead and pump the belly as you hold the breath. And exhale. Good, release up to right, relax the shoulders, shake out the shoulders, shake out the body. Okay, so we're gonna do one more round. If you have any feelings of kind of like dizziness or things like that, that's not uncommon here, but you might feel them more with Kapalabhati when we do the next one. All right, so go ahead and lengthen the arms, grab your knees, arms are straight and you're upright, and then inhale, lean forward. When you lean forward, the shoulders want to come forward. So make a conscious effort to pull them back. Press down onto your knees. Uddiyana Bandha, engage. Suck it in. Hold the breath. And begin. And exhale. Good job. Relax. Let it go. Shake it out. Good. We're going to do a little bit of movement here before we go into our Kapalabhati breath. So let's take the right arm up towards the sky. Find length in the right side body. And then let's exhale. Let's pivot the right side and reach the right hand all the way up and over. That's a little bit of a twist and a little bit of a side stretch. And inhale, come up, extend. And let's do the other side. Lengthen through the left side. Exhale, pivot through the body. And let's take the left fingertips now to the floor. Lengthening and stretching to the left side body here. A little bit of a twist, a little bit of a side bend. Inhale, slowly come back through to center, extend. Exhale, left arm down. Good. All right. So we're actually, I think we're going to repeat that Agni Sada one more time because it's hard to kind of get the concept of. And sometimes when I first started doing this pranayama, it clicked for me for a moment, but then when I tried doing it on my own, I wasn't getting it. So it's good to just let's do one more practice, one more Agni Sada. I was only going to do one, but I think we're going to do two. If you want to switch the direction of your feet, you're welcome to do that. All right, hands on the knees, lean forward, roll shoulders back. So kind of pull the shoulders back into their shoulder blades, into their little sockets back there. Draw in through the belly. So Uddiyana Bandha, pull in. All in, hold the breath. And begin. And exhale. Good job. So when we exhale, that last exhale should feel really good. Like, oh, finally I get to finish. Okay. If you don't feel that, then you're not holding long enough and you're not engaging the belly long enough. Also be mindful of your chest. Make sure you're not moving your chest. It should be all in the abdomen. It's okay if the chest moves a little bit because it's attached. It's part of it. No big deal. But let the movement begin in the deep, deep, deep muscles inside the abdominis rectus. So we're working inside muscles, not the outside muscles, right? Not the biceps and the triceps, none of that. Inside, deep inside. Okay, let's do it two more times. Hands on the knees. Lengthen the spine, leaning forward, rolling the shoulders back, lengthening through the head. And as you've noticed, I haven't mentioned, but the gaze should be down through the bridge of your nose down towards the floor. Sometimes I look up to see how you guys are doing, but you guys keep looking down. And then inhale. Pull into the Uddiyana Bandha. So inhale. Normally, when we inhale, we expand the belly. We're not doing that right now. We're inhaling, drawing in through the belly. So it's a little bit different. Hold the breath. Begin. And exhale, relax it. Lean back up, relax the shoulders. Good. I don't know about you, but I start to get really warm when I do this breath. Hopefully you are too. All right, so let's do one more. Hands on the knees, lengthen the spine, leaning forward, rolling the shoulders back into the sockets, lengthening to the back of neck. Inhale, draw in. Begin. And exhale, slowly release, come back up. Let's do another twist, right hand, left knee. Left hand comes around, relax the shoulders, just like our Agnisada or our Nali that we're doing right now is good for the digestive system. You know our twists are also very good for our digestive system. So just hold your twist here, easy rotation, lengthening through spine. Exhale, coming back to center. We'll do the other side. Inhale, lengthen, open the chest, roll through the body, extend, gazing over that right shoulder, feeling the stretch throughout the entire torso, not just the lower back, the middle back, or the upper back, but also into your shoulders, into your neck, into your hips even a little bit, if you can feel it that low. And exhale, coming back to center. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and extend the legs, give the legs a little bit of a break. So open the legs out, and I'm not in the best position here, you guys. I started with you guys way too close, but it's okay. Open the legs out, flex through the feet. Doesn't have to be the widest position possible. We're not looking to do the splits here, just comfortable. And then go ahead and bring the right hand down towards the right foot, lifting up through the chest. So you're trying not to lean forward, right? So inhale, lift up to the chest, and just fold sideways. Open the torso. You can keep your left hand on your thigh. We're going to hold this for a few breaths. Let the breath be steady. The breath we do during our asana practice is very different than our pranayama breath that we do in this class. So right now we're just breathing naturally. It's almost like the breath is in the background. And then let's go ahead and take that left arm up, gaze towards the left fingertips. Maybe bend into that right elbow a little bit, if that's accessible. Reaching and extending, and maybe taking that left arm up and over. So you're trying to create extension from the left fingertips to the left hip. Inhale, lengthen spine, and then exhale, see if you can go a little deeper. Open your chest, so you're gazing up towards the sky. And inhale, coming back through to center. Settle yourself in the center here, relax the shoulders. Just take a moment to notice the two sides of your body. Especially after the pranayama, there's a lot of feeling and sensation in the center of your torso, your belly, your core. And then let's go ahead and slide that left hand towards left ankle, right hand on right thigh, rotate the shoulder and gently look up. So this first one is the setup. Make sure that you're opening your chest and not leaning forward, and you can keep that right hand on your right thigh to help push you into your thigh to open up your chest. Hold here and breathe just for a few moments, settling in. And then slowly inhale, let's draw that right arm up. Create reach and stretch as you lengthen to the right fingertips. Keep extending. Looking up, opening the chest, body nice and upright, and then go ahead and lower that left elbow to the left knee. If that's accessible. If it's not, just keep it lifted. And then lastly, go ahead and take that right arm up and over, reach it and extend it. Really feel the stretch. Keep pulling the left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. You can gaze towards right fingertips or just up towards the sky. Feel your right hip and right leg grounding you and rooting you to the earth, keeping you stable. And inhale, coming right back up, lengthening straight. Release the arm, roll the shoulders back. Good job. All right, beautiful. So now for our Kapalabhati breath. You have options in how you sit for this. I always like to sit in hero's pose, but you can sit cross-legged. You can sit however you feel comfortable. So For me, hero's pose, I like to put something underneath my ankles. So my blanket is underneath my ankles, and I'm sitting on my cushion so that my cushion is supporting my hips, and that way my knees don't get too tired from being folded this way. I'm not putting a whole lot of weight there. You can use block or blocks to sit on and in between your feet. So notice, because my cushion is kind of wide, my heels are quite outside my hips. That's okay, because it doesn't bother my knees. If it does bother your knees, make adjustments. So the setup, just like in our asana practice, the setup is half the work. If we set up the asana correctly, if we set up the movement of the body correctly, the rest comes and falls into place. So if you're not comfortable, please find a place to be comfortable. That's the most important thing. So we'll start with 2 nostrils first. Hands extend, place them on your knees, pull the shoulders back, and kind of draw your chest in between your arms. So you want to make sure that your elbows aren't bending here. You're not floppy. If you're floppy, your whole body's going to be breathing like this. You don't want to do that. Keep a nice tall spine. There's a slight lean forward so you can reach for your knees. Now, when you inhale, just like we did before, try to draw in through that Uddiyana Bandha, lengthening through the spine here. And then we forcefully exhale. Let's do it through the mouth, the first one. Fully exhale. Inhale, sit back up, take a moment. Good. So notice with the first one that we did through the mouth, for me, it's uncomfortable. The teeth start to kind of feel cold. When I do that, I feel like I'm releasing a lot of heat. So that breath is good if you are feeling hot. So like Mindy in the summer, when you hate going out in the heat, that's a good breath to release the heat. Through the mouth, you're releasing the heat of the body and it cools you down. For me, because I'm always cold, that's not my favorite. I don't like it. It feels like there's coldness in my teeth, but I wanted to always show you guys options. So the second one we're going to do through the nostrils. When we breathe through the nostrils, we retain the heat of the body. So this was good for the winter time when we're feeling cold, how to keep our bodies warm. Set up the same way, hands on the knees, lengthen your chest through. So relax the shoulders back, straighten your arms. So straighten your arms like you're in a high plank, really nice and long and straight. Lean forward slightly. Inhale, engaging the Uddiyana Bandha. And only through the nose, exhale. Full exhale breath. Inhale, rise back up to center. Relax the arms, relax your shoulders. Let's shake the head around a little bit. Okay, so hopefully you notice the big difference between breathing through the mouth, exhaling through the mouth, and exhaling through the nose. And decide which one you like, or sometimes you like both and you just want to do one or the other at a different time. But knowing both techniques is really important to keep yourself kind of in that awareness of, okay, if I'm breathing through my mouth, I'm cooling my body. If I'm breathing through my nose, I'm actually warming up my body. And also too, breathing through the nose is really important because one, it helps to work on this respiratory system, regulate this sinus system as well. And then two, it warms the air before it hits your lungs, and then it cools it as it comes out. So the nose is good. It's a process for breathing. So you want to breathe through your nose. So I had a teacher that would always say, nose is for breathing and mouth is for eating. And that usually helps to kind of cement it into my head. All right. So now we're going to go ahead. If you want to change your position, if this is uncomfortable for you or you want to try something different, you can. We're going to get ahead and do the first alternate nostril with the pranayama. So we're going to combine those two. So we're going to take the right hand to the left knee and kind of go into a little bit of a twist. The left hand, instead of bringing it behind you, well, we'll do it first. Just bring it behind you to kind of create your rotation and settle in. And then we're going to take that left hand and close the right nostril. So left hand reaches around to the front, close the right nostril, inhale, and then go into your Kapalabhati. Fully release. Release the right hand. Bring it back behind you. Continue into your twist. Maybe looking over left shoulder now. Exhale, slowly coming back to center. Good. Okay. So take a moment to settle yourself in the middle. Maybe relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and just kind of assess how the body is feeling and what's rising up for you today. And then we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. So left hand to the right knee, lengthen the spine. Start with the right hand behind you and gazing towards that right shoulder. Extending the spine, feeling the breath move, easy and gentle. Keep your twist, but then release right hand, close your left nostril. Inhale and begin. Full exhale. Release right hand behind you again. Maybe go a little deeper into your twist if that feels okay. Lengthen up through spine. Press the right fingertips into the floor. And exhale, slowly coming back to center. And then again, take a moment to settle in. Close your eyes. So those breaths can really feel, there can be a lot of stuff rising up when we breathe like this. Take a couple of breaths. You can try your oceanic breath. This is the breath with sound, which always helps to calm the nervous system. Deep inhale, slow exhale. And then slowly blink the eyes open, back to center. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna go and move similar breath, but we're gonna change the position of the body. And I like to do these different breaths with these different positions. I think they're so important for us. So go ahead and bring your feet forward, stay on your cushion or your block. Bring your feet forward, round your spine, let your forehead come down, give yourself a nice tight hug. And continue here with your Ujjayi breath. This is your resonating breath, your breath with sound. Pull the shoulders back. Feel the rounding in your spine, from your cervical spine all the way to your tailbone, to your lumbar spine, all the way down. Really round and press away. Move the shoulder blades away from each other and keep the belly drawn in tight. And then inhale, slowly lift up, extending the spine. Okay, so notice how that curling in of the body kind of helps to set us up, kind of clears the plate, and now we're ready to move into our second version of our Kapalabhati. So we're gonna take right foot in, so it's kind of planted in front of the body. Back a little bit. And your left foot hugs in so that the heel press into the ankle of the right foot. So if you can see that the left foot is pressing into that right foot. So this is how we're going to do the first set. Normally this breath or this posture has the right foot into half lotus and the left foot comes in. So this is really tough to do. I'm not going to make you guys go through that because that's hard and it's even harder to hold. So for beginners, what we do is we tuck that foot in and then the left heel, back of the left heel presses in, and now that foot is in place and we are finding ourselves lifted. If this is really tough for you, you can walk that left foot slightly forward so there's some space between. But if you don't have to, try to keep the left foot placed right against the right foot. And then we're going to take the right hand to left knee, left hand behind, and find a little bit of a twist. So remember, this twist is not rounding. We don't round in our twist. We don't turn the rounded spine. We lift the spine, draw in through belly, and then we find rotation. So ideally, we would take that right arm on the outside of the left leg and extend it out so that we can create that leverage. This is where we would do our twist and our breathing. But if this is really hard to take your arm on the outside, you can just hug the knee in. That's okay. That's a good place to start. And then just like before, we take the left index finger, we close the right nostril, try to gaze back over the left shoulder. Inhale. And begin. We're going to try to go a little faster this time. Full exhale breath, release the hand. See if you can go a little deeper. Maybe now you can take that arm on the outside of the knee, use it as leverage to pull into the twist a little bit more. Maybe you can take the left hand around, reach for your right thigh, looking over left shoulder. Deep breath in, slow breath out. And then exhale, gently release. Your whole way back through, take it back to center. Go ahead and extend that left leg, keeping the right foot kind of in a little bit. So we're opening the legs. So imagine if your legs were both out, but we're just gonna keep that right foot in for a moment. And let's fold forward. So just bring your elbows to the floor. Lengthen through your spine, create space, and exhale, fold, relax into your forward fold. Keep the belly drawn in, keep the chest lifted, keep reaching to the top of your head. And again, enjoying our Ujjayi breath here. Let's do one more deep inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale, slowly lift up. Walking the fingertips back in, extend the spine. Good job. Okay, let's do the other side. So before we do that, bring the feet together, flat on the floor. Round yourself. Let's clear out the space, forehead to the knees. Press the middle back away, draw in through belly. Round the shoulders. Couple of Ujjayi breaths here as well. And then slowly inhale, come up, and then we'll set up for the other side. So now left foot tucks in. Might want to adjust your sits bones on your cushion. So you do want the kind of the top of that left foot on the floor. Hopefully you guys can see, if like not on its flat side like this, because then you won't be able to put your other foot in front. So point your toes away, get the top of the foot on the floor, and then bring your right heel to hold that foot in place. So again, when we set this up, and if you're already in the setup and you're not even in the twist yet and you're already struggling, make alternates. So start maybe moving that foot away, start maybe moving that leg a little closer, play around with your body so that you can feel the most comfortable you can. And then we're going to go ahead for the twist. So reach around, left elbow gives a nice hug to that right knee. So you're bringing your body towards your knee. That's important, right? Don't do it from back here. Bring your body towards your knee. right hand behind you and see if you can find your rotation, looking over that right shoulder. Good. So we're just gonna stay here in the twist for a moment, just letting the body line up and settle in and get used to the twist. And then when you're ready, you're gonna take that right hand and close the left nostril and take a deep inhale. And then we'll begin. Full exhale. Release the right hand behind you again. See if you can lengthen the spine. Maybe go a little deeper into your twist by taking that left arm on the outside of the right knee. And then maybe taking that right hand towards the left thigh, lengthening through spine and gazing over right shoulder. Inhale, breath here. Exhale. Once more, deep breath in. Slow breath out. And then inhaling gently, coming back through the center. Good, release that hand behind. Go ahead and extend to the right foot. Pulling the toes back, flexing the foot, let left leg stays put. And then we're gonna come forward in between, kind of at a diagonal. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, settle in, exhale and fold. So draw the elbows towards the earth, extend the spine, draw in through the belly and go as deep as your body will allow. Your spine, your chest, your torso is kind of parallel to the floor. So your forehead may or may not come down. It's okay if it doesn't. You can keep supporting yourself with your forearms. As you ground the right leg and the sits bones, both left and right, onto your mat or cushion. Steady your breath. Deep inhale. Slow exhale. And inhale, slowly lift up, lengthening the arms. Exhale, walk the hands back in, coming back through the center. We'll do another rounding of the back, so feet together on the floor, plant the feet on the floor. Bend your knees, roll your spine, round your spine over your legs, bring your forehead down. And then give yourself a nice rounded hug, forehead to the knees. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Draw in through the belly and press your middle back away. Hold here a couple of ujjayi breaths. Good, and then inhale, lift the head. Coming back to center, release the arms. Okay, so remember how you sat when we first began our practice? Which foot was in front when you sat in cross-legged? Try to switch that direction. So for you, if you don't remember, sit naturally, however you would sit cross-legged, and then switch it. Because we naturally go to whatever position is more comfortable for us. So for me, I know that that's my left foot in front. That means that's my not natural. That's where I go to when I'm trying to switch my direction of my feet. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go and finish off our pranayama practice. We'll end with some movement, but we'll finish off our pranayama practice with both nostrils in Kapalabhati. And we're gonna do 3 sets of this one as well. If you liked breathing through the mouth, then you can do that. All 3 or one of the 3. If you prefer to sit in hero's pose with your legs back, that's fine too, but I recommend you sit like this for this one just because that way we even out both sides. So then we're gonna go ahead and bring the hands to the knees, slightly lean forward, rolling the shoulders back, similar to what we did with our Agnisada, right? With our beginning Nali breath. And then remember the first time we did this, we went kind of slow. We're gonna go fast now because this breath is fast. It doesn't give you a chance to inhale. The inhale happens automatic. So we be very mindful that if you are consciously breathing in, that means that you are gonna hyperventilate and you're gonna feel dizzy, and it's not gonna be a positive, pleasant experience for you. You're gonna wanna have to stop. So as we lean in, shoulders back, inhale, and we'll begin. Full exhale breath. Inhale, sit back up, relax the shoulders, relax the arms, take a moment, maybe move the head around, move the shoulders around, whatever feels good for you here. So just settle into whatever sensations are arising. It is not, even if you're doing this breath correctly, it is not out of the scope of possibility for you still to feel a little bit lightheaded. So if you're feeling lightheaded, take a moment, close your eyes, and ground yourself. Feel the earth below you. Feel the cushion holding you up, or your block holding you up. Your shins, the tops of your feet touching, pressing into the floor, creating a little tripod for you along with your knees. The weight of your arms hanging off of your shoulders. A few moments to just ground yourself, root yourself. And slowly bring the chin down to chest, lengthen back of neck, blink, the eyes open, and then inhale, lift the chin up. All right, second round. Let's see if we can do it. Go ahead, hold on to the knees. Lean your body forward. Uddiyana Bandha, lengthen in, draw in that breath, shoulders relax, and we'll begin. Full exhale breath. Inhale, bring the body back up, relax your arms at your lap or interlace your fingers, and again, close the eyes, settle into the sensations. It's very easy to kind of feel like you want to push away, especially if the sensation after pranayama or after kapalabhati feels a little bit different, odd, weird. Let it happen. Don't fight it. Just allow the breath to regulate. Allow the body to find stillness and a calmness of mind, steadiness of your thoughts. And then gently exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest, lengthening the back of the neck and the shoulders. Blink the eyes open and preparing for our last round of Kapalabhati breath. So here we go. Hands on the knees, pull the shoulders back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, slightly lean forward. Keep the spine straight. Uddiyana Bandha, inhale. And begin. Full exhale. Inhale, come back up, release the hands, bring them to your lap, close your eyes. Steady the breath here. Keep the spine long, just like you had it before, just not leaning forward, nice and upright. That last one went a little long. We did 200 Kapalabhati breaths there. So we increased our number of exhales exponentially. The first one we started with about 80, then we went to 100, and the last one we doubled to 200. So again, if there's some lightheadedness in the mind and the head, just feel it. Sit with it for a moment. Soften the rest of your body here. Your jaw does not need to be clenched. Relax your jaw. Your neck doesn't need to be engaged. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Let the belly move with the breath. The inhale expanding. The exhale contracting naturally, not with force. And slowly again, exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest, lengthening the back of neck. Let's move the head around here. So move the chin to the left and to the right shoulder. Give the neck a little bit of a warm up, a little bit of a cool down, a little bit of both. A little bit of release. And then coming back to center, blink the eyes open, awareness into your space, lift the chin up. Beautiful work. All right, so the last part of our practice, we're going to add a little bit of movement so that we can kind of finish off and move along with our day without feeling too relaxed. I know Mindy was saying, she's like, oh, I'm so relaxed after class. I think you too, Ruth, were saying that. So let's go ahead and open the feet like we're going to go into a squat position. So the feet are wide, heels are kind of close to your block or to your cushion. Bring your body forward. Let's bring the hands inside, maybe just the elbows. This is very gentle. We're not going into a deep malasana. We're just trying to feel a little openness in the hips. You can use your elbows to press your knees out. And then instead of sinking into your back and letting go of your abdomen, Draw in through the belly. Again, pulling in that Uddiyana Bandha. That's the word for today, Uddiyana Bandha. And then let the shoulders pull back, lengthen the spine, lengthen top of your head. Pull, palms press against each other, even use your fingers. And then go ahead and steady here the breath. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Full exhale. Release the hands. Release the legs. Bring them back to center. Good job. One more. Giving yourself a nice rounded hug. Forehead to the knees. Wrap your arms around your knees. Hold on to your opposite elbows. Pull in through the belly as we round the spine. Forehead to the knees. Hold here and breathe. It's a little bit harder to breathe in this rounded position, and hopefully you'll notice that, which is why we sit upright in all of our breathing exercises. But in this rounded position, making it a little bit harder to breathe, try to do it anyway. Let the breath be steady and rhythmic, natural. And slowly inhale, lift the head, come back up, exhale, release. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and lay on our backs to finish off our practice in a nice Shavasana. So you can come off your cushion. I'll extend my blanket here so I'm not on the floor. And we're gonna lay onto our backs. Okay. There. So once you're on your back, take a moment to relax. This is the best part of practice. Arguably, everyone does yoga for Shavasana. Let your legs extend out. Let your arms relax by your sides. Relax your shoulders. Close your eyes. Feel the sensation of your body being supported by the floor below you, your mat below you, or in my case, my blanket. And as you let your feet kind of flop out to the side, see if you can relax all the muscles from your toes, from the tips of your toes and into your toenails, all the way up your legs and into the hip sockets where your legs meet your torso. Kind of notice, bring your awareness to the legs in that way. Maybe moving up and down the legs, or maybe starting slowly from one point and moving your way up to the other. Relaxing all the muscles as you go through. All the tendons, all the ligaments, soften, feeling calm. And then we'll do the same thing with the hands and the arms. So from the tips of your fingers, all the way up your arms to your shoulders, right where it meets your torso, right where your shoulders connect with your collarbone, or with your scapula. Feel your whole part of your both arms totally softening and relaxing. Bring your awareness only there. And you can move the awareness up or down the arm, spot by spot. Or you can just feel the overall general sensation of the arms feeling heavy, relaxed, no tension. And then same thing with your pelvis. Bring awareness to the pelvic floor. Bring awareness to the glutes, the front of the pelvis, the hip sockets. Notice there any tension or tightness that might be living there. See if you can relax it. Let the awareness move up to the waist. Feel the calmness there of the waist as you continue to breathe very naturally here. That whole area of your pelvic girdle, your glutes, your sits bones, hips, pubic bone, all very calm, relaxed. Next, bringing our awareness to our abdomen. This is the area right above your hip ridge, right where the waist is. Start there. The height of the belly button, maybe a little bit lower from the belly button to the lower abdomen. We worked all these muscles today. The obliques, the rectus abdominis. Up underneath the rib cage, the muscles that kind of feed into the rib cage, and then all the muscles around the lower back, the lumbar spine, right above the sacrum. Just that whole midsection of your body, feel it relax and calm. And this is the part of your body that moves a lot with your breathing. So even right now, as we're relaxing, the belly is rising with the inhale, and the belly is falling with the exhale. So there's a little bit of movement here as it relaxes and calms. And then bringing awareness to the rib cage. Right in the center of the two rib cages is the Uddiyana Bandha, which we engaged a lot and worked a lot with today. See if you can find it here in your mind. Relax through the rib cage, in the front of the body, all the way up to the chest. And then in the back of the body, from your middle back, all the way up to your shoulders, your shoulder blades. The upper torso, totally relaxed. And then awareness a little higher to your chest, to your collarbones, the armpits, the sides of the body here, below the arms, behind you at upper shoulders, the top of the shoulders maybe, even up to the neck, the throat, back of the neck. See it soften, relax, release tension. We do hold a lot of tension in our shoulders. See if you can make a conscious effort to release them here. Take a swallow and continue to move up into the jaw, into the occipital ridge of the head, up or along the back of the head where you're resting on the mat, into the top of the head, the temples, the forehead, and then bring awareness to the face. Relax all the muscles of the face, in and around the eyes, the forehead, the nose, the cheekbones, the lips, the mouth. Excuse me. The chin. Full body relaxed, calm and steady. And then slowly with the next inhale breath, we're going to start to move the fingers, the toes, move the wrists, the hands, the ankles. And then let's take a long stretch. Reach the arms up overhead, bring the feet together, lengthen the legs, extend your whole body. Really pull and stretch. Sometimes you feel like a big yawn here. Take it if your body pulls in for it, if your body calls for it. Take a big yawn. And exhale, let's release. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice rounded hug. Roll side to side. Roll yourself over onto your side and come up to your seated position. Good job. All right, beautiful work, you guys, today. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to seal our practice with one sound Om, just to kind of seal the benefits of our practice today. So let's bring our hands to prayer. Deep inhale breath, easy, slow exhale. And then we'll inhale for Om. Namaste. Good work. I'm going to take any questions you guys might have.